Hi everyone, I'm Emma, and you're on the Stories by Emma channel. Let's dive into some amazing stories. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Thank you. The Serpent's Trail. The humid air of the Amazon hung heavy around Jasper as he hacked through the dense undergrowth, his machete a silver flash in the dappled sunlight. A faded map, clutched in his sweat-slicked hand, promised a discovery that could rewrite history. He pressed onward, driven by a thirst for the unknown and the legend of a lost city hidden deep within the Emerald Labyrinth. This was it, what he had been looking for, his chance to write his name in the history books. All he needed was to follow this old and almost impossible-to-read map. Jasper, a seasoned explorer with a rebellious streak, had always been drawn to the world's uncharted corners, a life many people would call crazy. Unlike his academic peers, he preferred the thrill of the chase to dusty archives. This expedition, however, was different. It wasn't just about discovery, it was about proving them wrong, all of them. He, Jasper, was about to be known all around the world. The lost city of Zerzura was his destiny. His guide, a taciturn local named Kenji, moved with an uncanny silence through the jungle's depths. Kenji belonged to a tribe said to be descendants of the city's guardians. He spoke only when necessary, his dark eyes constantly scanning the surroundings. He was a man of few words, but his knowledge of the jungle was unparalleled. Jasper trusted him with his life, but he knew Kenji could change his mind. He needed to be careful. The map, inherited from his grandfather, a renowned but ultimately discredited archaeologist, detailed a perilous route. It spoke of treacherous rivers, ancient traps, and a hidden path revealed only under the light of the full moon. Jasper's grandfather had spent his life searching for Zerzura, only to be ridiculed by the scientific community. He had died a broken man, his dreams dismissed as fantasy. Jasper was the only one who believed him. Their journey began on the Rio Negro, where they navigated treacherous currents in a battered canoe. The river teemed with life, both beautiful and dangerous. Caimans lurked in the shallows, their eyes gleaming like malevolent jewels. The sounds of the jungle echoed around them, a cacophony of screeches, croaks, and the rustling of unseen creatures. Jasper couldn't help but feel a sense of awe and trepidation. They needed to be careful. They faced their first challenge at the Whispering Falls, a cascade that plunged into a seemingly bottomless chasm. According to the map, a hidden cave lay behind the curtain of water. It was a leap of faith, a plunge into the unknown. Kenji, after performing a silent ritual, gestured for Jasper to follow him. They were so close now, and soon they would be able to tell what was behind those falls. Inside the cave, the air was cool and damp, the silence broken only by the drip of water. Ancient carvings adorned the walls, depicting strange creatures and cryptic symbols. They were the first to set foot in this place in centuries, and the weight of history pressed upon them. This was getting exciting. Jasper could not hide his joy as he looked all around him, touching the walls and feeling the ancient carvings. As they ventured deeper, they triggered a series of traps, remnants of a forgotten civilization's defenses. They had to think fast, their minds and bodies pushed to the limit. Poison darts whizzed past their heads, and hidden pits opened beneath their feet. Kenji's knowledge of the jungle and Jasper's quick thinking saved them time and again. This was part of the adventure, and Jasper knew it, even though he was scared. The map indicated that the true path to Zerzura would be revealed during the full moon. They reached a clearing as the sun dipped below the horizon, and the jungle was bathed in the silvery glow of the rising moon. As the moonlight touched a specific point marked on the map, a section of the cliff face shimmered and vanished, revealing a hidden passage. Jasper was amazed. His grandfather was right all along. The passage led them through a labyrinthine network of tunnels, the air growing colder with each step. The silence here was absolute, a stark contrast to the vibrant life of the jungle above. It was as if they had stepped into another world, a realm untouched by time. They continued to walk, with Jasper's heart pounding in his chest, until they reached a massive stone door. The door was adorned with intricate carvings of serpents, their scales rendered in exquisite detail. In the center was a circular indentation, clearly designed to hold a specific object. Jasper realized with a jolt that this was the key mentioned in his grandfather's notes, an object he had dismissed as mere symbolism. "We need to go back," he said. "There is no way to open this door." Kenji, however, surprised him. He produced a small, intricately carved stone serpent from his pouch, an heirloom passed down through generations. It was the key, the serpent's tooth, the only way to proceed. Kenji had kept it hidden, unsure if Jasper could be trusted. But now, seeing the genuine wonder in Jasper's eyes, he knew. Jasper, while reckless, was true of heart. With trembling hands, Kenji inserted the serpent's tooth into the indentation. The door rumbled open, revealing a breathtaking sight. Before them lay a vast chamber, bathed in an ethereal light. In the center stood a crystal pulsating with a soft inner glow. It was the heart of Zerzura, the source of the city's legendary power. Jasper could not believe his eyes. They made it. As they approached the crystal, the ground began to shake. A section of the ceiling collapsed, revealing a hidden chamber above. From within emerged a colossal serpent, its scales shimmering like 1,000 emeralds. Its eyes, ancient and wise, fixed upon them. This was the guardian of Zerzura, the creature depicted in the ancient carvings. It was real. The legend was true. The serpent, far from being hostile, communicated with them telepathically. It spoke of a prophecy, of an outsider who would come to protect the city's power from those who would exploit it. It had been waiting for Jasper, the one foretold in the ancient texts. Jasper was shocked. He couldn't understand why he was chosen. He was no hero, just a simple explorer. The serpent revealed that Zerzura was not merely a city, but a living entity, powered by the crystal. It was a source of immense energy, capable of healing the planet, but also of destroying it. The outside world, with its greed and conflicts, was not ready for such power. Jasper understood now. His grandfather's obsession wasn't madness. It was a desperate attempt to protect this secret. Jasper, humbled by this revelation, vowed to protect Zerzura. He realized that true adventure wasn't about fame or fortune, but about responsibility and respect for the unknown. He had come seeking glory, but found a purpose far greater. Kenji, his stoic facade finally breaking, smiled. He knew from the very beginning that Jasper was the one. They decided to leave the city undisturbed, its secrets safe for another generation. The serpent, with a flick of its massive tail, sealed the entrance, returning Zerzura to the shadows of the jungle. As they emerged from the hidden passage, the full moon still hung high in the sky, casting an ethereal glow over the landscape. Everything was as they had left it, as if their journey had been a dream. Their journey back was less eventful, but filled with a newfound respect for each other and the jungle. They had shared an experience that transcended words, a bond forged in the crucible of adventure. They had faced danger together, trusted each other with their lives, and emerged stronger. They were no longer just a guide and an explorer. They were friends. Back in civilization, Jasper chose not to reveal his discovery. He published a paper on the region's unique flora and fauna, subtly hinting at the existence of ancient, undiscovered ruins. He knew that the right people, those with pure intentions, would understand the coded message. They would know where to look, and they would know how to protect Zerzura. He established a foundation dedicated to preserving the Amazon rainforest, working closely with indigenous communities. He used his platform to advocate for sustainable practices and to fight against illegal logging and mining. He became a champion for the environment, a guardian of the very place that held Zerzura's secret. Jasper was a changed man. He had found his purpose. Kenji returned to his tribe, carrying with him the knowledge that their ancient duty had been fulfilled. He became a leader, guiding his people toward a future that honored their traditions while embracing the challenges of the modern world. He taught them about the importance of balance, of living in harmony with nature. He often looked towards the jungle, remembering his adventure. Years later, a young woman named Alana, an aspiring archaeologist inspired by Jasper's work, stumbled upon his original, uncensored notes. She saw through his carefully constructed facade, recognizing the truth hidden beneath the surface. Intrigued, she contacted Jasper, her eyes filled with the same fire he once possessed. She was determined to find Zerzura, to continue the legacy. Jasper, now older and wiser, saw a reflection of his younger self in Alana. He hesitated at first, the weight of his responsibility heavy on his shoulders. But he also saw her genuine passion and respect for the past. He knew that he couldn't keep Zerzura's secret forever. It was time to pass the torch, to trust in the next generation. He shared his story with Alana, revealing the location of the hidden passage and the existence of the Serpent's tooth. He warned her of the dangers, emphasizing the importance of protecting Zerzura from those who would seek to exploit its power. He told her everything, except for the location of the Serpent's tooth, which Kenji had kept. He told her she would need to find it. Alana, following Jasper's instructions, traveled to the Amazon and sought out Kenji's tribe. She was met with suspicion at first, but her sincerity and respect for their customs eventually won them over. She spoke of Jasper with reverence, and they recognized the same spark in her eyes. They decided to trust her, as they had trusted Jasper many years before. Kenji's son, now the tribe's leader, presented Alana with the Serpent's tooth. He explained its significance and the prophecy surrounding Zerzura. He told her that she was the next guardian, the one chosen to protect the city's power. Alana was honored and humbled. She knew the weight of the responsibility she now carried on her shoulders. Alana, guided by Kenji's son, embarked on her own journey to Zerzura. She faced the same challenges as Jasper had, the same treacherous rivers and ancient traps. But she was not alone. She had Jasper's knowledge and the support of Kenji's tribe. She was prepared, and she was determined to succeed, to honor the legacy of those who came before her. She reached the heart of Zerzura, the crystal pulsating with the same ethereal light. The Serpent Guardian greeted her, recognizing her as the one foretold. Alana, like Jasper before her, vowed to protect the city and its power. She understood the importance of balance, the need to keep Zerzura's energy from falling into the wrong hands. She knew her journey had just begun. And so, the legacy of Zerzura continued, passed down through generations. The city remained hidden, a secret protected by those who understood its true value. Jasper's adventure had not ended with his discovery. It had merely begun a new chapter, a testament to the enduring power of human curiosity, courage, and the unwavering pursuit of a dream. He had found his purpose, and he had helped others find theirs. He was happy,